Hello, friends. I've discovered I don't really know where the camera is on my phone, so I'm never ever looking at you guys. I thought it was over here, but it might be over there. I don't know. I don't know where the camera is, so I just have poor eye contact apparently. Anyway, I decided to start a new thing for Sunday nights where I feature a cross-stitch project that I'm working on and a book that I'm committed to read for the following week, and a movie slash video game slash TV show or whatever type of visual entertainment I want to partake in. And then you guys, if you want to leave any recommendations on things that you've been watching, I watch a lot of anime. I don't like watching like horror or like deep thought-provoking things that give me nightmares or make me stay awake at night thinking about them. So I don't like to watch like, things in another language because I cross-stitch while I'm doing it, so I need to be able to have the TV tell me what's going on instead of me reading it. Same with video games. There's some really cool video games that have a lot of like voice acted dialogue that I can't really watch. And I do like to watch people play video games. Sometimes more than I like to play them myself because at least certain video games, because I just don't have time to get all the cross-stitching done that I want to get done and play through a fully length AAA cinematic featured video game. But I am playing one tonight. I don't know if you can hear my son. He is coughing up a storm. I just gave him cough syrup. He hates cough medicine. Who doesn't, right? But him being autistic doesn't understand that the yucky medicine is going to make him feel better. So you have to kind of hold him down, and it's such a thrash fest that I strip him naked, and then I give him the medicine, and then I stick him in a shower because he's just covered in sticky goo. So I usually get a little bit more than what's called for in the syringe because half of it ends up on his body anyway. But usually in the next like 15 minutes or so, he'll stop coughing, he'll get out of the shower, he'll nuzzle in with me, and then he'll be fine. So it's just a matter of getting this all done because he's going to want this phone back that I'm using to make this video. So anyway, first thing I'm going to start with is the cross stitch. So I've been working on my little cross stitch journal. It's not ready for its full unveiling yet, but I do have a lot of info in here. So I'm just going to go to the one I'm working on today, which is the Watchers of the Dawn. It is by Long Dog Sampler. You can download the digital PDF off of their website. I forget the cost, but it's less than $20. More than 10, less than 20 to get the PDF. It does work fine on Pattern Keeper. I am finding that some people online have been making comments about I get it. You get a pattern on a PDF and it doesn't work on Pattern Keeper. It's like your day's ruined because you don't really want to. Some of them are really like at full coverage. Cross stitch is hard to do on a hard copy page. It's so much easier on Pattern Keeper. We have been spoiled by that app. So anyway, so I think it's good or important to know when things are able to be used on Pattern Keeper, and this one is. I think most Long Dog Sampler, if not all of them, are able to be used on Pattern Keeper. So I started this in 2021. So we've reached 3rd year anniversary of working on it. Last year I did 9,555 stitches, so I really cranked into this one. Nearing the end of the year, I just put so much time into it because I wanted to finish the top row. I have a picture here, but you can see kind of like the top row of the project. I wanted to get to the very end of it, which I did. I am about 30% done with the entire piece. So my goal this year is to get to 50%, which would be an additional 6,300 stitches, which considering I did 9,000 plus stitches last year, I don't think that's going to be hard to do. I've done 1,000 stitches these past 2 days. So, yesterday I started working on it, and I did 770 stitches. I stitched so much yesterday because I wanted to have a little extra free time today so that I could play a video game that I'm going to show you. But my stinking work had me do an admission. Okay, so my weekend work job, my shift ends at 8 p.m. And they had me go doing this admission at 5 o'clock at night. Then they wanted me to go do a death, which means I have to go and pronounce a dead body. I didn't want to go do that because I didn't get out of that admission until 6:30, and then I'd have to drive down, 30 minutes further from my house to get there like 7:15, and then do the death visit, which is going to take me at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes. So I get done at that at 7:45, and then drive an hour and 15 minutes home. I wouldn't get home till 9 o'clock at night. And then I'd have to do the admission, all the charting, the extra charting on the admission that I didn't get done at the house. So I refused to do it. Everyone got mad at me. The night shift girl was like, oh, this is so inconvenient, blah, blah, blah. But, bitch, you don't really even do anything. She's not a bitch. She's very nice. But she doesn't get assigned visits or admissions or anything. She's just there to respond to calls. And the only calls she gets are deaths. And that's not very often. I mean, she could go all weekend and do not a single thing. So she can go do this death. Anyway, I just felt very annoyed, and I was just like, I don't know, it half ruined my night. Spoiled my appetite. We got Mexican, didn't want to eat it. Gave it to my husband because we were splitting it, but he was starving, so he ate the whole thing. I don't even care. I wouldn't have eaten it anyway. I was so angry about the whole situation. So, I don't even know why I got into I got into that to say that, I worked so hard stitching extra stitches yesterday because I want to have extra time today to do my video game, but I didn't get done charting until 10:30. And I have to get up early to take my son to school because guess who wrecked his car on that nice snowy day that I was out shopping action figures? I had the sense to go home when the snow started to lay. It's like, okay, we had our fun. We got our fun in the sun, and we got the things to work on our He-Man project and make our video and all that. So I went home, and he was out doing DoorDash, and he got himself plowed into a tree. So now his car's sitting in the woods in a tree, up against a tree somewhere. And so now he doesn't have a way to get to school. And he cannot take, the only spare vehicle is my husband's Explorer, but he uses that to take my wee guy to his speech classes he has 3 times a week, which start back up after, his holiday break is over. He starts back on Monday. So I have to drive him to school. So I have to get up early for that. And then while I'm up, I might as well just go to work, and get done early. So anyway, I won't have enough time to really do a whole lot of video gaming because I have to get up early. So the day just kind of stinks. That's the long and short of it. But I got my cross stitching done. So let's get back to that. Do you guys think I ramble too much? I don't know if I like watching people talk. So as long as the information's compelling, I'm along for the ride. But if you guys think I need to cut this stuff out, I will try to rein in, the lips. I will try to pull on them horse reins and shut myself up. So, okay, Watchers of the Dawn. Started it in 2021. I've done, quick math, almost 20,000 stitches. I can't remember. I didn't write it on here. And then my goal is to get to 50% this year. So I pulled it out of the Q-snap. Ooh. And this is a authentic Q-snap it's on. So I did my Q-snap video. It's tried and true. I've had this for years now. And it still is nice and solid. These Q-snaps you can get on the internet. Instead of buying the square frames, or square hoops, or whatever they call them in the hobby stores. Okay, so this is where we're at with, get this out of there. This is where we were at. Oh, well, I guess you call it a palace. That's what I grinded out at the end of the year last year. And then this, I started on this. So this has all kind of been there. And then this past 2 days, I did all this here with this. So that's a wild boar or maybe a warthog. I kind of outlined him and then started doing the background, which is 816 and 775. I think is the yellow. So I really want to just keep working on it and finish it. But yeah, my goal is hopefully, I don't know how much 50% is going to give me, but I'd love to do this middle section and then this dialogue at the bottom here, like just do this whole second row. That'd be sweet. And obviously, like I did this in 2 days. If I put my mind to it, it stitches rather easy. So I forget what I was going to say, but yeah, this. Oh, I know what I was going to say. This pig, I want to get done on the focus month, which for this, the monthly focus, which actually I realize now I should have put this later I should put it under the 2024 year, but oh well. I could just white it out next year if I want to reuse this page. But my focus month for Watchers isn't until August, so already I might start switching things around. I did update. This is the activity section of January. So I have the cruise, is which we're on now instead of a road trip. We're on this Pacific cruise, make your way to Australia, because this year the road trip is going to be in Australia, which is kind of cool because I have no idea where I'll be or what I'll be looking at. But these are the non-road trip kind of activities, which I feel like if I have them in this on paper, I'll be more inclined to do them because I get kind of overwhelmed trying to keep track of them all when I'm just trying to do it in my head and do it on the Facebook pages. So the focus event where I just focus on one project is on the 11th. So that's coming up. It's the end of this week and it runs until the 15th. So for those days, you just do one project. And I was going to work on Whitsun because I want to finish that one this year. So I might do that one. I do love the feel of stitching one-on-one on a 28 count fabric. I like how it's tight and crisp. I'm weird. I guess it's the nerdy side of me. So anyway, that is the cross stitch I worked on the past 2 days. I don't know what I'm going to do yet tomorrow or the rest of this week. Undecided, but I've been trying to alternate between old and new. I might work on the Haunted Library. I really like, that's another one that's 1/1 28 count. And I find fulfillment in that. So I might end up picking that one up. Definitely picking it up this week. I might pick it up next. To do something a little different. But anyway, so after I put this away, I'm going to be working on this. I just got this for Christmas. I have yet to play it. Shame on me. So I love the Dragon Quest series. This is a kind of a mix between Dragon Quest and Monster Rancher and Monster Hunter. A bunch of different games combined. I've never played the Monster Hunter games, but I love the Monster Rancher games from back on the, I think they were on the Super Nintendo no, they were on the PlayStation. They were on the PlayStation 1, that I played Monster Rancher. So anyway, I love Dragon Quest though. I've played everything that they produce with this as much as I can. I beat the first game multiple times, when it was called Dragon Warrior for the NES, but, I gravitate to this style of RPG instead of like Final Fantasy or Skyrim or some of those others. I like the turn-based pixel graphic. I just find these very fulfilling. So I'm excited to start this one. I heard the storyline's really good. As well, this week my book that I'm going to be working through is actually a manga. It's called The Girl from the Other Side. I love this beautiful like faux leather omnibus. And with manga, it flips. They go the opposite way. But it's about this almost like a demon, this cursed being that's trying to protect this innocent life of this little girl. Whereas he's not able to touch her. If he touches her, then she becomes cursed like him and turns into blackness. So there's a lot of like mystery to this as to where he came from, where she came from, what's going to happen. But the just the artistry, the visuals, the emotion that's conveyed without words. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. So, and look in the back, just one solitary flower. It's just very classy with this gold foil. Yeah. So I had gotten this last year for Christmas and I didn't finish it because I didn't want to finish it without having the next one. And now I got the next one this Christmas. I got the second omnibus from my lovely husband. So I will be finishing this because I just hate ending on a cliffhanger and not being able to pick up the next book right away. So I will finish this story. Oh, this is beautiful. I love that tint of pink. If that can really, I don't know if it picks up well in the camera, but anyway, yeah, I'll finish that this week. That's my plan. And start the next omnibus next week. So anyway, that is it for now. Maybe next week, well, I don't know. I'm just kind of willy-nilly winging it. But next Sunday, I'll feature this again. I'll show you something that I made a lot of progress on as far as cross-stitching. I'll show you a book, movie, or TV show that I'm interested in. And I will show you a book that I am reading. So I'll do that next Sunday and kind of make a pattern out of that and see what you guys think. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!